Oh boy, it's that time of year where the United States and Canada celebrate their national days. And why not celebrate with fireworks? Okay, I am sorry, that was an awful joke. So, you're probably wondering what this program is. This was kind of a tad bit like Macromedia's take on Adobe Photoshop and Illustrator. It was a raster and vector graphics editor, and it was bought out by Adobe, who had it for all the way from CS3 to CS6. And yeah, so this was introduced in 1998, and it was made by Macromedia. So according to Wikipedia's article for this program, some of the more notable features include hierarchical layers, smart guides, symbols, 9-slice scaling, and image optimization. This program is mainly geared towards people that were working for web stuff, just like a lot of Macromedia programs. So, well, yeah. I think it's time that we just dig into this program now, shall we? What we have here is a startup screen with open recent item, create new, or extend using the Fireworks Exchange. Well, yeah, let's create a new Fireworks document here. And, fun fact, this is a PNG. As you can see, I did not get the measurement correct. I wanted to use 30 centimeter height, but just decided to choose 20 centimeter at the end of this. And I want to resize that. That's where we can resize the canvas. Anyways, we have all of these different features that I'm going to show. So, yeah. We also have different tool options, such as, for example, with the brush tool, we have brush size, brush edge, etc. Anyways, we have different viewing options, and we can also have effects in here. Anyway, I think we should save this and then move on. Anyway, we can export in a wide variety of formats, such as HTML or Dreamweaver libraries. However, we don't necessarily need to export this because the format that Fireworks uses for its file format is PNG, which you can generally open as a normal image. So, yeah. Anyway, I wanted to import a new image to probably use for a new thingy, because I wanted to test the Gaussian blur thing, only it turns out that I can't import image this way, so I need to open it instead. So, yeah. Anyways, to give off the proper effect that I want to give, I need to first do sticky selection using the magic wand, so I can then invert this selection to be Nanami, so I can then copy her to a new layer, and then apply the Gaussian blur to the layer that we're currently in. So, yeah. Only the process I told you is not what I did. I want to select the area around Nanami so I can then apply a Gaussian blur to give off the effect that I want to give. So, yeah. Oh, and by the way, if you're wondering, this took a pretty long time to process the blur preview. So, yeah. Oops. For a frame of mind, this is a PC from 2009 or so with an AMD Athlon 2. Yeah, this took a long time. I have a feeling that if we were using a computer that was built at the time of this software being released, it probably would have taken even longer. So, yeah. Anyways, the result is quite pleasing, and I think it makes my profile picture look a bit nicer. So what do you say? Should I use this change for my profile picture? Let me know. Well, anyway, I'm gonna save this right now, so, well, yeah. Oh, and by the way, we do have other effects, but I'm not going to really cover those right now. What I will do, however, is I will preview these so I can get an idea of what they may be like. Anyway, that concludes the Macromedia Fireworks MX 2004. Thanks for watching. I hope you have a good Canada Day or 4th of July, and I will see you next week. Bye!